Alrighty, what is up? So, in today's video, we're going to be talking about how you can be more disciplined, how you can get more stuff done, even if you're a gamer, even if you have, nerdy hobbies, as people would say. And before you comment, this is a baggy shirt. I'm not actually fat because my last video, I saw that I look fat, and I was like, I look fat. And as you can see, if I do this, right, and I prove to you that I know what I'm doing. As you can see, I'm not fat at all. So, with that out of the way, I want to get back to the video. So, you gotta have a end goal in mind no matter what it is. So, for me, as a Porsche 911, how do I want to get a Porsche 911? Well, you put out a step-by-step plan. I want to make videos, make an audience, make a group, eventually make it a paid group, then sell a course eventually, and help people to improve their life in some sort of manner, whether it's relationship wise, self improvement wise, fitness, just life balance in general, and that's primarily what this video is about. So for me, my motivation is the 9/11, right? But in order to do that, I understand that I need to have money. Now, your thing might not be related to money at all, and that's fine. And for me to obtain that, I need money. I understand that, and I need to help people. And if I help people, I can potentially make money, and I can potentially get my boss. So I always have my end goal in mind, which is what you should be doing. So I understand what I need to do. I understand how to get it, but how do I actually, go and do these things? Saying that you're gonna go and do something is 1 billion times easier than actually going to do the thing. I'm sure you or your friend, your parents, whatever, and they've told you, oh man, I'm gonna save money this year. I'm gonna go to the gym this year. I'm gonna, you know, study really hard, whatever it is. And saying it is one thing. Sorry, I just kicked the tripod. And saying it is one thing, but doing it is a completely different thing. Going to the gym is eventually hard. Saving money can be hard because saving money, it's the most boring thing in the world. Saving, like, even if I had $100,000 in my bank and I still save money, it's always going to be a boring thing. I don't like saving money, mainly for the fact because I might be gone next week. I might be gone in 60 years. Nobody really knows. So therefore, I want to use my money, but if I use my money, I know that my future might be in jeopardy. So, that's why you save it. You save for the future. And going back to the topic, you need to really plan what you want in your life. So if you want that particular career, or or you want to get your first girlfriend, you might need to talk to 100 girls before you might land on the one. And I've spoken to probably hundreds of girls, and out of those hundreds of girls, I've probably made only 4, 5 of those people my girlfriend. And out of those 4 or 5 girlfriends in the past, none of them have really worked out. So you gotta take the L sometimes. The next most important step will be taking action towards your goals. So whatever it is, you need a plan, you need a schedule how to get there. So for me, I use either I use either a little, pad, where I say what I need to do, and if I'm done, I just give it a little tick, a little hit of dopamine saying that I've got it. Or I just simply put it in my iPhone, and once I've done it, I'd be like, okay, cool, I did it. Or I can just put it on Google Google Calendars, what I primarily use to like schedule out my life. Now, understand if you're using a calendar, whether it's Apple Calendar on the iPhone or using Google Calendar, understand that it's not a strict guideline. You have to do this at this time because life gets in the way. So if you struggle with doing things such as, maybe you want to be a YouTuber content creator. For me, I struggle making these videos because doing other stuff is way more fun. I like video games. I like, I like procrastinating. I like watching YouTube. I like watching Twitch. I like all those things. And you need to reward yourself in a way where it's gonna tell your brain, well, if you do this thing that you don't want to do, like for you, it might be going to the gym. For you, it might even be recording. It's recording for me. And for you, it might be editing. And you need to understand that if I do this hard thing, because pain is progress, I need to reward myself in some sort of way. Whether it's you go outside, you can now go to the gym, you can now, have a harmless snack, you can have a piece of cake, because you did the hard thing. Otherwise, what's going to happen is you're going to procrastinate, because this is what I've done. You can look at my YouTube channel, you can see that I've gone from like consistent to non-consistent for like months. And this can happen to you. This happens to everybody because you don't see a reward as soon as as soon as you finish making this video. As soon as I upload it, I might only see that one person has watched this video. And understand that you can't exactly control outside circumstances such as metrics. You can't really control how many people view or like your videos. You can't control how quickly your body grows in your fitness journey. You can't control which girls do want to like you per se. You can influence it, but you can't really control it. And what I've understood is that everything takes time, absolutely everything takes time. And for me, building this YouTube channel, I understand it's gonna take time. If I get to my eventual goal of, having a Porsche, then for me it's worth it. For you, you might need to talk to, 100 girls. And, that one girl might end up being your girlfriend, you might end up getting married, you might end up having a family, which is great. Not all first relationships pan out like that, but I know a couple of people who have had one girlfriend and, they've married, they've had children, they've had a dog, they've had a house, they've pretty much had all of it, which is great for them. So you need to start rewarding yourself, and you need to start taking action on the things that you say you're going to do. Because if you say that you're going to do something and you don't do it, you're essentially lying to yourself. And you need to understand that no matter what position your life is in, whether it's financial, whether it's relationship, whatever it is, whatever you want to make progress in, you need to actively pursue it in a way where you can influence the direction of the likelihood whether or not you're going to achieve it. Me making content, once again, it's got the potential to maybe work out on YouTube. It's got potential. I can't control it if it does or doesn't, but it's got potential. So for you, going to the gym, lifting weights, you're not going to see the results immediately. But if you do it over a couple of years, eat your macros, go to the gym consistently, lift heavier weights, then maybe in 2 or 3 years, you'll achieve that body of your dreams. Or you might speak to 100 girls, you might fall into a relationship with about one of them, they might be the one, and congratulations, you're now married and you have a baby. So, I hope this video made sense, and you're pretty much never gonna feel like doing what you should be doing, because there's a million things that are more fun. Scrolling on your phones are more fun, playing video games are more fun, literally procrastinating is more fun than doing the work, especially if you've not got a boss breathing down your neck. No one's telling me to do this, and that's what makes it so difficult. So I hope this helped. Hope you guys understand, and if you guys got any questions about discipline, how to more structure your life or anything like that, hit me up in the comments, and we'll see you guys soon.